Co-owner of the New York Mets, Alex Cohen, follows Juan Soto on social media. What that could mean for the New York Mets. Welcome back to MetCast, friends. I'm Ray, as always. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying our content. But boy, do we have a new buzz for you. Let's dive right into it, courtesy of our friends over at the Mets Bat Flip. There you have it right there. Alex Cohen is now following Juan Soto on Instagram. What does that mean for our New York Mets? In the grand scheme of things, I guess it could mean absolutely nothing. But when you're looking at buzz and social media and especially free agency now, it's all around the hype, all around the buzz. What is the latest buzz? What's John Heyman, Bob Nightingale, Joel Sherman, everybody? What are they reporting on? And the facts are, it feels like momentum is building towards our New York Mets. I mean, does it get any more exciting than this? You have, on one hand, the New York Mets meeting with Juan Soto and looking like it's going well. The owner's following him on social media. Our players are flying out to California and Lindor to go meet with him. And then you look across town and what's going on there. And we have this new article from Bob Nightingale today. Really interesting. And I'll pull it up for you right here. MVP Aaron Judge is bullish on the Yankees signing free agent Juan Soto. Quote, "It ain't my money." Imagine that if you're a Yankee fan right now. How are you feeling? Quote, "It ain't my money." I can't believe the era that we are living in. If the New York Mets are able to swipe Juan Soto away from the New York Yankees, it's like the new sheriff is in town. I mean, Alex Cohen following him, Lindor going to California. On the other side, you have Aaron Judge isn't making the trip, saying, well, he knows where we stand. You would think that he would be in the meetings like with other players, but clearly he's not. And I'm okay with that as a Met fan. It seems like other teams have kind of quieted down. You're not hearing much out of the Dodgers. We know the Phillies want a meeting. You haven't heard zip out of Toronto. Toronto can't give money away fast enough, but nobody seems to want to play in Canada. And that's where things are right now. The buzz keeps going towards the Mets. The snowball's rolling downhill towards the Mets. And now we also have this from Fair Territory today. Something else that I wanted to get into. They went over a video. If the Mets sign Juan Soto, what does that mean for the New York Mets and Pete Alonso? Let's give it a listen.
I'm of the camp, right? There's two camps here where if the Mets sign Soto, oh, no way they're getting Pete Alonso. I think, no, they can definitely afford to do both. They're getting 150 million or so off the books this year. But even more than that, Steve Cohen has showed he's not afraid of the luxury tax. He's fine with surpassing it. He can kind of handle.
Something the Yankees seem to be terrified of is that luxury tax. When you heard last year, Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner say that they're not able to stay. It's not sustainable spending at that money that they are currently spending at. That's got to worry you as a Yankee fan. And the reason why I keep bringing up the Yankees is because all we heard all offseason, they are going to get the last shot. They're going to be the team. And it seems like momentum is clearly flowing away from them.
That burden. Draft picks is another issue now. Like, I think David Stearns kind of owning that front office will maybe talk some more money sense into decisions like that. But I think the Mets absolutely, if they do get Soto, should then pivot to keeping Pete Alonso, not just for what it would mean for the team, but also Pete is right now being a little overlooked in these Juan Soto sweepstakes, right? He is one of those faces of the franchise alongside Francisco Lindor. He's really warmed himself up to the fan base, especially after that postseason run. They only even got so far as the NLCS because of what he did in Milwaukee with that huge home run in the ninth inning. So that changed, I think, the game, not just for Pete, the fan base, the Mets, all of the factors he needed on his side in a regular season. That was actually his down year. I think turned around in that postseason to now there is a reality where they can keep both Soto and Pete, keep adding on. I'm of the camp.
I agree. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I think a lot of us Met fans were, kind of low on Pete Alonso coming into the postseason. He had an unbelievable postseason. Does that completely change what kind of contract you were going to give him? For me, Steve Cohen has said it. He knows the ramifications if we let a guy like Pete Alonso walk. Homegrown draft pick, came through the farm system. All the hype has been here through thick and thin, and finally got to experience some postseason success this past season. I think that should be rewarded. If you're telling me that we bring back Juan Soto and Pete Alonso, think about what that lineup could look like. You could be looking at potentially Lindor, Nimmo, Soto, Vientos, Alonso, and so on. This lineup just got so much longer, especially with the Hall of Fame potential of Juan Soto in that lineup. But that's what we got here for you today, fans. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. What do you think about Alex Cohen? Is it a complete nothing burger? How many owners are going around hitting follow on all these players as, free agency is going around? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If any other news breaks, we'll be sure to give it to you right away. As always, thanks for hanging out. Till next time, peace.